Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order. Now, right at the start of this video, I'd just like to mention that we have broken 200 subscribers on the channel. It's awesome stuff. As we keep getting more subscribers, I'm hoping to get some more information out to you from the world of Pokemon news. And I'm going to have a few things to mention in that vein in this video. But the main focus of the video for this week is going to be an unboxing of, I believe it's called the Hoenn Power Tin. This one featuring Blaziken-EX. Now, the reason I picked this up, I had a request from a YouTuber to make an online deck focused around Blaziken-EX, which I currently didn't have. So I went to the store and picked this up. So we're going to have a nice unboxing video later on here. And this week's video is going to focus on making a custom deck using Blaziken-EX. But apparently there's also a code card that will unlock a pre-made 60-card deck in TCG Online. So I'll probably do a play test of each of the decks, this one plus the custom one that I make. So, just to give you like a little brief update on what to expect from this channel over the next couple weeks. This will be the TCG video this week, which is on Wednesdays. Thursday will be like a usual video game online match using Pokémon-EX. And into the following week, there might not be a video update on Tuesday, simply because I want to have an unboxing of the 2 new theme decks that come out with the Ancient Origins expansion. However, that's not out until Wednesday. So what I might have to do is delay the Tuesday video, record an unboxing Wednesday as soon as I pick up the decks, and I'll probably try to get that uploaded Wednesday early in the day, and then Wednesday evening I'll have like the regular TCG video, but instead of an online battle, it's going to be a play test, like a showdown of the 2 theme decks, like I did with the Roaring Skies expansion. And the following Thursday will be another video game match, so the video game matches aren't going to change, for the next couple of weeks. And the following week after that, now by that point, all the cards of the Ancient Origins expansion should be revealed on Pokemon.com. I'm going to do one of my little in the lab strategy videos talking about some of the more interesting cards from the set, give you some suggestions and maybe some ideas for how to strategize to put these cards into your deck. So that'll be that Tuesday's video. The following Wednesday I'm going to do a theme deck fusion of the 2 Ancient Origins theme decks, like I did with the Roaring Skies set. I also did it with the Primal Clash too. So I'm going to do a theme deck fusion, and what I think I'm going to start doing is playtesting that fusion deck against the prior fusion deck from whatever the previous expansion was. So that'll be that Wednesday's video. Again, the following Thursday, another video game online match featuring my Pokemon from all the generations. And the weekend after that, starting on Friday, is when the World Championship for Pokemon takes place down in Boston in the United States. That's what I'm planning to do with, I'm going to try to do watch the videos. Like, I think they're going to do like a Twitch TV live stream like they usually do. I'm planning to spend as much time as I can watching these live streams and going on to my Twitter account. So if you're not following me yet on Twitter, go ahead. There's going to be a link in the description. Just click on there and follow me. I'm going to be tweeting about some of the highlights of the day, and I would like to try to record some like recap videos at the end of each day, just to give my thoughts and insights into how things went. So that's going to be an entire weekend from August 21st till 23rd. So, hope you're looking forward to the World Tournament. I know I'm interested to see how it goes down. Curious to see if that Wailord EX deck makes it to the finals there, because it gave Jason Klaczynski a run for his money at the Nationals down in Indianapolis. So it's going to be interesting to see how things go. Now, a few more things I'm going to mention, but I'm going to hold off on that because this is just itching to be opened up. So let's crack open the tin and see what we get. So here we have the Blaziken-EX Power Tin. You can see here it's got the foil card right in the front here. And cool art of Blaziken right on the front. Of course, we got Blaziken down here as well. Swampert and Sceptile also represented on the sides, representing the Hoenn starters, fully evolved. Here we have the back here. Hoenn Pokemon reach new heights. Get ready for Hoenn Power EX style. Evolve your skills and expand your collection with the Pokemon trading card game Hoenn Power Tin, because each of these collector's tins contains one of the most famous Pokemon EX in all of the Hoenn region: Speedy Sceptile EX, Fire Bright Blaziken EX, or Unstoppable Swampert EX. I like the sound of that Unstoppable. Hopefully it comes into play in the video game match I record this week. Grab one today and power up your game. Alright, so in this tin you will find all sorts of stuff that we're about to get into. So let's use the trusty scissors to try and expedite the plastic removal. So each of these tins contains the same kind of setup. You get the EX card, a code card for the online deck, plus 4 random booster packs. It doesn't say what set the packs are from, though, which is kind of interesting. I guess it's just going to be a bit of a surprise for us. Alright, so here we go. Let's pop it open. And here we have Blaziken-EX itself. 170 HP, Fire-type Pokemon. Very fancy artwork there, ready to kick its way through anything. And first attack, for a fire and a colorless, Fist of Focus does 30, and you attach an energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. Flare Storm, 1 fire and 3 colorless, does 100 plus. Flip a coin for each fire energy attached to this Pokemon, 20 more damage for each heads. Not too bad, pretty powerful if you get some good coin flips. And I'm not sure how this comes out. Oh, it's just right in the front, okay. Careful, careful, there we go. Alright, so Blaziken-EX, which I will be using in the online TCG match later this week. And here we have the code card. Just going to set that to the side, because I'm going to be needing to make use of that to play the online. So here we have a Phantom Forces, Primal Clash, and 2 Roaring Skies. Let's see what we get out of these packs. And of course, I like to go in order of expansion release date, which means Phantom Forces is the first we're going to take a look at. So in the Hoenn Power Tin, we find Alomomola. I always have trouble pronouncing that name. Dedenne, Gligar, Dano, Krabby. We get Professor Sycamore, Swadloon, Klefki. The reverse foil card is Goodra. With the nice ability Slip Trip, each player can attach any Pokemon tool cards from his or her hand to any of his or her Pokemon. Not bad for disrupting some of your opponent's strategies, perhaps. Like, you could always attach tools yourself and then play Goodra down, then neither player can attach tools. And if your opponent has any tools, just use a Zero Sick or a Startling Megaphone to get rid of them out of play. Dragon Pulse, for a water, a fairy, and 2 colorless, does a whopping 130 damage, but then you discard the top card of your own deck. And the other rare of this pack will be Jellicent. 100 HP, it's first attack Meddling for a water energy. Attach 3 energy cards from your opponent's discard pile to his or her Pokemon in any way you like. You might be thinking, why would you want to power up your opponent? Well, Ensnaring Spray, for a water and 2 colorless, does 50 plus, 10 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So you can power them up to be able to get some more damage off on them. Next pack is Primal Clash. I'm still looking for that extra dive ball that I want for my Swampert and Slurpuff deck. So in this pack we find Slugma, Illumise, Tangela, Nidoran Female, Clamperl, Ancient Trait Bidoof with Alpha Recovery. When this Pokemon is healed, double the amount healed. Not bad. Bibarel to evolve that Bidoof. And Continuous Headbutt. I mentioned this before, but with enough coin flips, this could knock out an EX Pokemon. 80 damage times the number of heads until you flip a tails. Get a Rare Candy. Good for getting your Stage 2s into play, like quicker than normal. Reverse foil card is Experience Share. Nice to be able to transfer some energy around. And the rare card shall be Breloom. Alright. Dynamic Punch. It's nice that it's a grass type that takes fighting energy, so you can actually put it into a strictly fighting deck to give yourself a little more variety for your attack. Dynamic Punch and Mega Kick. Alright, you can see what those attacks do there. So, no Dive Ball, unfortunately. But let's see if the Roaring Skies gives us something to make up for that. If I can actually get this open, here we go. So the first of the Roaring Skies brings to us Electric, Tailo, Wurmple, Fletchling, Ancient Trait Natu with Delta Plus. If your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack of this Pokemon, you gain an extra prize card. Fearow, Dustox, Latios Spirit Link, so you can get your Mega Latios into play, Reverse Foil Ninjask. This is pretty interesting. I've taken a look at this before. The ability Wing Buzz says once during your turn, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, you may discard a card from your hand. If you do, discard the top card of your opponent's deck. So if you had a couple of these in play, you could do this like twice per turn because they have free retreat. And it's easy to get them into play with After Image Assault, which does 30 damage for a grass and a colorless. Search your deck for up to 2 Ninjask and put them onto your bench. Shuffle your deck afterwards. So you don't even need to play 2 more Nincada to evolve those into Ninjask. You can just get 2 more Ninjask into play using the attack. Rare card shall be... the other Dustox with the Ancient trait. Delta Plus, again, can gain an extra prize with a knockout. Flap for 1 grass energy does 20, and for a grass and 2 a grass and 2 colorless, you can do Wind Shard. This attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, and don't apply weakness or resistance. So this would be good coupled with a Target Whistle, bring back a low HP basic Pokemon, and Dustox could knock it out right on the bench and gain an extra prize off of that. Not a bad rare card to pick up. Now the final pack of the Hoenn Power Tin. I keep putting the code cards backwards. I don't want to. I want to be able to keep the codes. Although, stay tuned till the end of the video, and I do have something in mind. Here we have Electric, Tailo, Execute, Fletchling, and Togepi. Uncommons are Revive, Pelipper, Fearow. Reverse foil card is a nice shiny Pidove with the homing Pidove attack. Rare card of the final pack of the tin is Deoxys. Foil card here. Alright, I battled this one in the, I think it was when I fought the OmegaRuby-EX in the online game. Close encounter. If you go first, you can use this attack on your first turn. Draw 2 cards. And Overdrive Smash for 30 damage. During your next turn, this Pokemon's Overdrive Smash does 60 more damage before applying weakness and resistance. So you can already, like, after using it once, power it up to 90 damage on the next turn. Not a bad card. It's interesting they have a legendary that's not an EX, which isn't really all that common. I guess Groudon and Kyogre were like that in Primal Clash. But it's cool just to, you know, on occasion see a legendary that they don't need to put the EX behind. Alright, so that is the Power Tin. Just going to stand this up here. Focusing on Blaziken-EX, and we're going to look into making a deck using this guy later this week. So the next thing I want to mention is a new online competition starting up soon. Registration for it begins on Thursday, August 13th, and it's called the Pikachu Cup. So it's an online Pokemon OmegaRuby AlphaSapphire battle. It's going to be just electric types. Now you have to choose a team of like 4 to 6 and register them in your battle box. They'll have to be electric type, and dual typing is of course allowed. And if Pikachu makes it into the top 3 of the most used Pokemon in this whole competition, every registered participant is going to get a special Pikachu. Now, they didn't exactly say how special. I'm assuming maybe a certain kind of a move it has, or maybe a special nature, something like that. So if Pikachu makes it to the top 3, you get look forward to getting one of those. If it's in the top 4 to 12 spot, every qualified participant will gain a light ball for this. And if Pikachu isn't registered in the top 12, and every participant is going to get 1,000 Pokémiles. So it's a double battle. All Pokemon above level 50 will be set down to level 50 for the duration of the match. So any Pokemon from the national dex that is electric type is allowed, except for the legendaries. That means Zapdos, Raikou, Arceus with the Zap Plate, Thundurus, and Zekrom. I'm trying to remember them off the top of my head, even though I have them written down here. But those 5 legendaries will not be allowed in this competition. Other than that, any electric type goes. That includes a couple of Mega Pokemon, such as Mega Ampharos or Mega Manectric. So you have to register a team of up to 4 Pokemon in the battle box. They're all going to be double battles. And registration, like I said, begins midnight on Thursday, August 13th, and continues until Thursday, August 20th, the end of the day. So you have about a week to register for this competition. The actual competition takes place, actually, the same weekend as the Pokemon World Championships. So August 21st to the 23rd. You have that time to get your matches in and, get your points and stuff. Hopefully we get some winners out of that, and hopefully that Pikachu gets used in the top 3. So everybody use a Pikachu, because everyone who gets to participate, if Pikachu's top 3, a special Pikachu will be rewarded. So what kind of team should you use for this? Now, a number of Pokemon to bring, of course, all electric type. A couple of abilities you might want to focus on would be Lightning Rod or Volt Absorb. Lightning Rod will draw any electric attack towards the Lightning Rod Pokemon, but being an electric type, instead of being hit by the attack, they're going to take the attack, and Lightning Rod will actually boost the special attack stat of the Pokemon. Now, Volt Absorb is kind of similar, except it doesn't draw the attack in, but if the Pokemon's hit by an electric attack, then it's going to restore up to 25% of their HP. So those are some things you want to consider for your team, but also consider the fact your opponents will be doing the same kind of thing as well. So it's going to be an interesting idea where this is going to be an electric type match, like a whole tournament, where electric attacks might not be the one you want to use, because your opponent is going to benefit from you using electricity. Now, Stun Fisk would be a good idea to bring, because it's also ground type, so it's going to get some good stab power with some ground attacks. So keep an eye out for some Stun Fisk in this competition. And how do you get around that? Well, a few Pokemon with electric type have the Levitate ability. I can see Rotom being a good popular choice because it has such versatile typing based on what type of device it's haunting. And Electros with the Levitate ability as well. That's going to prevent any ground attacks from dishing out any damage, which negates the weakness altogether. Now, a couple things you want to consider too. Like I said, Mega Ampharos and Mega Manectric will be some good options because you get some good added power there above the regular fully evolved electric types. And there are some Pokemon with the Lightning Rod ability. Manectric, of course, is one. Zebstrika would be a good option as well. And if you can get a Pikachu or a Raichu with their hidden ability, I think you can get that from like Friend Safaris. Lightning Rod is their hidden ability as well, so that's something you might want to keep an eye out for. And Jolteon and Lantern are some good options with the Volt Absorb ability. And like I said, Levitate with Rotom and Electros. So get your teams together, pick out a good batch of electric types, and bear in mind that this competition is allowing Pokemon that have come from older games through the Poké Transporter. And that always catches my interest because like you've seen from my video game battles, I have these guys that have built up over the different generations. They're not allowed in like the official nationals and world tournaments and stuff, but they are allowed in competitions like this. Now I just gotta get myself a copy of OmegaRuby or AlphaSapphire so I can actually take part in these. So that's all the information and all the news I want to present to you today. I'm just going to end off this video with, once again, a random booster pack opening with a little bit of a surprise in honor of the 200 subscribers. So let's get to that. So as an extra little feature in this week's video, I do have another random booster pack I picked up of Roaring Skies here. And in commemoration of getting 200 subscribers to the channel, because 200 is a pretty nice landmark number, I'm going to open this up, and for this one, the code card I'm actually going to give to you guys. So I'm going to show off the code card. Whoever is the first to take the code to Pokémon TCG Online and punch it in, you can redeem a full booster pack of cards in the online game. So here you can see the code. I'm going to leave it up on screen for a little bit. Take a screenshot, jot it down on a piece of paper, whatever you want to do. First one to redeem this, you can get this booster pack. I'll set it to the side. Alright, now for the rest of it, let's see what I get in the physical cards. Got another Ancient Trait Natu, regular Natu, Inkay, who has stolen Poor Meowth Berry again, Dratini, Hawlucha, Rayquaza Spirit Link, Skyfield. I don't have one of these yet, I don't think. It's pretty cool. You can get up to 8 Pokemon on your bench with this stadium in play. I have a Tropius. Reverse foil card is Shiny Togepi. Cool. And the rare card of the final pack of the day, Altaria with Delta Evolution Ancient Trait. You may play this card from your hand to evolve a Pokemon during your first turn or the turn you play that Pokemon. The ability Clear Humming says each of your colorless Pokemon has no weakness. And for 2 energy, Wing Attack does 30. Not the most powerful Pokemon, but definitely is probably in there mainly for the ability to, help your deck out. Alright, so that's the end of this video. And stay tuned for later in the week. We're going to check out Blaziken-EX in Pokemon TCG Online. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.